I come to the floor today also in support of the nomination of Judge Amy Coney Barrett to serve on the United States Supreme Court. I'll tell you, she's terrific. So impressive, so exceptionally well qualified to take on this new responsibility. But the partisanship that she has faced from Democrats, well, it's predictably backfired on them, certainly by the American people who, by a majority in the American, all parties, a majority of Americans say, get her confirmed, put her on the Supreme Court, because that's what they saw when they watched the hearings the last week. Somebody who is ready to serve our nation and apply the law, not legislate from the bench. So, look, this is an important moment, Mr. President, in our history. Judge Barrett, Senate, the American people deserved a hearing that matched the moment and that highlighted her qualifications and capabilities. You know, regrettably, Americans got a week-long lecture by Democrats, which was turned out to be often a partisan infomercial on Obamacare. This is a law that 10 years on, Democrats are still trying to explain to the American people, still trying to explain how many, all these millions and millions of people who lost their health insurance, are trying to explain millions and millions of people whose costs went up, more than doubled. Judge Barrett is very clear, has been clear. She has no agenda for any case. And as a judge, she considers each case on the merits. There's only one real explanation for Democrats' fixation on Obamacare during a Supreme Court hearing, and they're trying to score political points, appeal to their far-left base before an election. It's shameful. It's a scare tactic, Mr. President. Look, I hear scare tactics, false attacks on health care to frighten people. That's not the way that we ought to be doing things, Mr. President. They never mention that Senate Republicans have voted now 5 times to protect people with pre-existing conditions, including today, on the bill that every one of those Democrats voted against, with a targeted relief plan. There was a component in that to make sure that people with pre-existing conditions were protected, and that coronavirus is now listed as a pre-existing condition. Every Democrat voted against adding coronavirus as a pre-existing condition. Every Republican today voted in favor. So Democrats seem to be trying to make a standard confirmation process about anything other than the qualifications of an exceptionally qualified nominee. You know, Mr. President, and you've seen this, we've talked about this, these attacks began before her nomination was even announced. Criticized for being a mom, criticized for having 7 children, criticized for going to church. Criticized for going to church. There are Democrat candidates now running for the United States Senate criticizing her religion, her faith in God. Astonishing. And the delay tactics and the defamation has continued. We have seen this before. The American people saw through the Democrats' disturbing attacks on Brett Kavanaugh 2 years ago. Americans rejected the cheap character assassination. They rejected the low road, and now Democrats are leaving open the possibility, and I hear this from members of this body, as well as candidates for the United States, leaving open the possibility, if they win the election, if they take the White House, if they take the Senate, of expanding the size of the United States Supreme Court, expanding the size, 9 to 11 or 13, haven't decided yet. Presidential candidate won't even announce what his thoughts are on it. Won't say, won't tell the American people, oh, wait till after the election is over, just like it was with Obamacare. First you have to pass it before you get to find out what's in it. The size of the Supreme Court has been at 9 for 150 years, 1869. Ruth Bader Ginsburg said 9's the right number, said to go beyond that would be politicizing it. But that's what we see happening today with the sorts of threats that we see coming from the other side of the aisle. What do the American people think about that? Well, the New York Times poll this week, 58% of voters said they're against adding additional members to the Supreme Court. How many favor? Just 31%, but they are the liberal activist base of the Democrat Party. That's who they are. Those are the ones that want to call the tune if they have Nancy Pelosi as Speaker of the House and Chuck Schumer as Majority Leader and Joe Biden in the White House. That's why Joe Biden won't tell the American people what he plans to do. So Mr. President, let me just conclude. Americans can rest assured Republicans in this Senate are committed to this nominee. Just as the senator from Georgia has just said, as I have said, as others have said, Republicans in this body are committed to this nominee. We will confirm this exceptional justice, regardless of the delay tactics, regardless of the seek and destroy mission that Democrats have lost. We're going to confirm this exceptional justice to uphold the law as written. The Senate will vote. The Senate will confirm Judge Amy Coney Barrett to the United States Supreme Court. And with that, Mr. President, I yield the floor. Thank you.